So back to this is currently what we have for the flexible hoses. This design right here. The pink obviously represents what we have now. The circle design is what we start with at the base down here on the board. So take a peek at there. Base on the board is always round. We're going back to oval on this. We're trying to accomplish the problem right here that we have. And obviously you can see if we try to make this hose any bigger, take a peek down in here in the corner, you can't go much wider without it rubbing the frame here. So we got to keep that in mind when we're trying to redesign this thing. And I got a new design. It's a hexagon right here. This is going to accomplish the 2 inches that we're trying to cover, so we're not going to be flattening the water out at all. So as long as we know we can fit a 2-inch hose within our design that we have, then it will have no decrease in power, right? So by going bigger all around, like taking this design and just blowing it up and making it bigger, you'll be able to accomplish this problem. So now you can fit the 2-inch water in there, and look at all this extra water supply we have on the end that is not under pressure. Only thing it's going to be under pressure is the 2-inch. This extra is just pressure released. It's not going to be a big deal. If we go out this wide, which is, if you duplicate this big enough to cover the 2 inches diameter across, you're going to be way out here where this little pin is I got out here. This is way too wide. It's going to make it so this frame up in here, it's going to be way over here and it's going to hit. So there's no way that can possibly go in there. So we can try to make it a little bit more round, and that's going to definitely get you away from that crossbar. But then you start kind of taking the point away from the design as far as when you flex the hoses, it's not going to have anywhere to kink as much because it's more round than oval, which we currently know works the best for flexing these hoses. So then what we can do, we start seeing these different design styles, and I've gotten it all the way back to here, which is going to be a 3.5 inch diameter from there to there. And going back to this one over here, the current one we have now, it's only 3 inch all the way from there to there. So we're only going to gain a 1/2 inch, which is only a 1/4 inch on each side, which we know up here we have more than enough room for a 1/4 inch design. And now we're accomplishing making this thing by hexagon. We're making it so much wider that this water will never be pinched down. It never adjusts the flow to oval, which we just seen by using this hose is not good to have any type of design where you're changing from round to oval. It just doesn't work, doesn't flow. So we know that we have to fix this problem. And the 3.5 inch, you're not really changing anything much more than making it a 1/2 inch wider, which is only a 1/4 inch on each side. So once you see that we can accomplish this by just making a hexagon, then you guys will see that that's going to be a big increase in flow. So this is the design we need to stick with and go from there. I'm going to talk to you guys about the next theory on how this works on the next page here.